going to run through some of these bits in the box. So I've worked out through watching someone else's video actually that these hex keys here, these hex bolts, you can see them hopefully, those go with these 4 short stainless steel sleeves, and the 1, 2, 3, 4 nuts here, and effectively those hold the black sections to the silver sections that the panniers will lock into. So you go hold these in position like that, right and left side, with the spaces between the black and the silver, these silver spaces, these bolts, these nuts. Okay, so we'll assemble them, and there's less parts to worry about. Want to do this on the bike, I tell you. I took some guy's advice who said to do it, assemble this before you put it on the bike, and I can see why. Let's pop that in there like that. That in there, ready to go. Finger in there. Can't quite see this, I know. Like that. You just have to bear with me, guys. Allen key in there. Not inside. Just get it started. Right, that's attached. So I'll show you. In here, look. There's a nut, a sleeve inside the silver cast, and then the bolt on the back. Up here, not quite so difficult to get in position. So I'll just tighten these up. So we're back, guys, and we've picked up it's not just so happens it's not a metric Allen key, it's a 3/16, but there is an equivalent metric one. This is the one that I've got. So if I just screw that in there, I don't think there's any chance of losing these actually. I don't think these are going to come undone. So thread lock might be a bit OTT on this application. So we'll just put that in. Give it a little nip. So there's one. The second one, I will put a little bit of thread lock on, just a bit. Put on our second rubber mount. Hi guys, I just put this piece in place, and I didn't video it because I don't know if it'll come out really, but you've got the panhead bolts in there with the two large metal collars and the piece here. I'm pretty sure that's the right way to put it on. So on the other side there would be that piece with a collar and a nut spacer, same below, show you, like that. So hopefully you can see that, and that one there go on the other side to mirror it. I'm not putting block thread on these just yet anyway, just to show you. Hopefully you'll be able to see all of this. I'll just wind these in. These are the C sections which are not part of this installation. I'm going to be taking those off when I put the top box landing carrying plate in, which I'll show you in a moment. So that's sort of up, nip tight, not fully tight. Just want to make sure they all go in all right. So I'll just nip them in, but that's it. I think that's in the right place. So all of this is the Hepcombe Beckett C system. When I take the hand rails off, these will come off with it, and I'll be putting on the silver top box landing plate that I've assembled earlier in the video. Okay. So guys, I'm just taking the seat off. So to make it easier to get access to the back. So take the 3 knots off, which I've already loosened, by the way. I haven't got really super strong hands on it, and I should be able to just withdraw the seat like that. I'll just put these nuts back on. 3. And I know that's going to potentially be a problem. I'll just take this end off maybe, and that should I'll go get a pair of long nose pliers to do that. Take that out very carefully. Doesn't quite work actually. We'll take this one off. Put them carefully up there. Spring and washer. Should we just drop that out? Wonderful. And that will come out when I take this assembly apart. So just pop these out. These are just plastic pieces that just stop them up getting in the top of the nuts, I guess. Take them out. That's 3. There's 1 to go. Very carefully. That's the 4. Right. And we should be able to take this handrail off. With a 6mm screw, hex bolt I should say, Allen key even. Go on, they're tight. Oh, right. That's 1. 2. That one undone. This one. I'm videoing this. It's alright, you're just in it.
Don't say my name on the video.
I'll edit it out. Right, anyway, right, where were we? Right, so we just put these in the right order, hopefully. A little washer in there to come out. Slip that out. So that's the Pepcorn Beckett C-section. Should be able to lift this out, he says, hopefully. Very carefully. Like that. Okay. And we'll now take this section off. Should be a bit easier on this side. So this is coming out a little bit easier, and this is a bit less complicated here. Just look at that, straight on, worth taking the seat off. I know we've got to get these other pieces in yet, these rings, but I think that'll be fairly straightforward. I think they fit in, maybe not. Right. Back in a moment, guys. Just going to go check the instructions. So guys, at the back we have two large thimble collars, bigger than this, come in the kit. They go underneath through the bolt holes that hold this unit in place. Now the guy on the video I've been watching says that you take the two front ones from the original handrails
and you borrow them from that installation and put them in here. Wish I'd known that before I put it in, but I reckon we can get it in there. Like that. There's one in. Now what we're going to do is you put the longer screws, he said, so these 4 originals are all the same size, and you get 2 slightly longer ones with a bit of a shoulder to it. So I reckon that you put them in, but that don't look like that's going to hold that. Because they're too long at the back. I think he's got that wrong. I think put these longer ones in the front because they can have nothing to grip to. So I shall just very carefully remove that. And I reckon you put the smaller, shorter ones in the back. And the longer ones, wider ones in the front. We'll just find out in a second. I'm having the same problem the other guy had. So I don't want to look unprofessional. Let's get that in there. That's one in, and that looks better. Take that little one out the front. That's a little one. And I reckon the big one, this one, goes in front. That's what I think. That looks a better fit. Same on this side now. So just excuse me a minute, take that one out. See, that's the big one. That's the original short one, or not so wide one. I think the not so wide one goes in there, because that allows the bolt to actually grip the actual housing. And we'll put this one in down here. Which is a better fit. That's definitely the right way out, I think, guys. Long nuts at the front. See if these washers fit. Yes. So a long bolt with a regional washer, which I'm going to put in there. In that one with a shoulder on. Find out when I screw it in. We'll screw it in just to see if that looks about right, or whether that's going to cause an issue. I think we'll find out pretty quickly if that's not going to do the job. If it doesn't pinch down and and grip the section, and it appears to straight away. So we'll take a short one of the original 4 with a washer, and we'll pop that he says, pop it in the back, and he lines them up. Allen key. I'm just going to put these in without Loctite on, purely because if I get it wrong I haven't got the mess to take it all out as well. So I'll just not put them right up tight, and then we'll go at the front, and the front is going to be along the new long bolt with a shoulder and a washer. The back one is going to be original with a washer. Just start them off if we can. I'm not overly worried in this shop if you're not seeing my face as such, because it's more important that you see the installation, I think. And the sun is in my eyes a lot of the time today as it is, so I'm just right. That front one's in. Just got to get this rear one in lined up. And I said that I thought these were aluminium, but I think they're something like a composite. That's not going in right. That's not going in right. Loosen these others off. It's not quite lining up right somehow. It's always a good idea to get them all in before you nip them up, really. Just gives you a little bit of wiggle room. I think that's it. That's better. Yeah. So it's worth putting these in yourself, really, because I reckon it'll save you quite a bit of money. The shop was saying it, they'll charge like an hour and a half's labour to swap this to fit this unit. An hour and a quarter, and then you got half an hour they wanted the barrel to fit the barrels or pin the barrels on the panniers. And because I'll explain in a minute that I had a problem with the top box. The top box is locked and I can't open it at the moment, and I'm pretty sure I pinned it correctly 100% because I tried the lock action before I shut the box, and it seemed the key opened and closed and locked it without the lid locked or without the lid down. on the panniers, and the minute I put the pannier lid down, the thing wouldn't open. So right, before we go any further, I'm just going to try the pannier on there. At least I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Just don't sit in as far as you think they got. There you are. I'm obviously going to be very careful when I put the barrels in. I'm happy with it. I thought that might snug up a bit higher actually. Maybe it might, but we tinker with it just yet. So if I take that off, I haven't tightened them up really. So that looks okay, I think. I'm reasonably happy with that. I'll just nip these up. 1, 2. No movement whatsoever in there. No rattle. There won't be a rattle. Shove. That's tight. Got these plugs. The original things are just little tiny plugs, but I think I'll put, sorry, the ones that come with the kit are little just tiny plugs, but I think I'm gonna put these on. I think they're better. Easier to get out than those little hex shaped plastic bombs. And then the seat. Just take the nuts off. It's quite a bit substantially different, isn't it, than the original handle, pillion handle guard or handle support, but on the face of it, it's got to be different to accommodate the new setup, isn't it? So just run these on carefully. 1, 2. And 3. I don't think it's much play in that, so they can be tightened up with the socket, because they're 10mm. I don't want to ding the bike, so I'll just do it very carefully. There's not much. They're sort of rubber mounted anyway, so we'll just a little ping, and that ping without overdoing it. Torqued up very carefully. Got the bonnet holder back, which goes spring, washer, and a little pin. Put the pin back in. That's called a clevis pin, I think. Clevis pin. Okay. won't push the seat down just yet. Let's give it a whirl then. Let's try it. Hopefully. Yeah, perfect. And I think that's perfect. Right. So hopefully you're still watching, guys. These are the 4 bungs. Just drop the seat down. These are the 4 bungs going here. And they need a pair of pliers to help them in, I think. I'll do the back ones first. Sun's right in your eyes. So, there's one. 2. What I can't do is put the top box on at the moment to show you, because it's locked. Luckily, off the bike. One more to go. Little pulse to help it. There's fitted. Marvellous. I'll just tighten up the... You might not be able to see, but I'm just going to nip up there. The bottom pannier support. It's a pity they didn't finish the tube steel tubes in a more resilient piece of steel actually. They're a bit rough and ready. The steel tubes. They could have been nicely painted or something. A bit better finished. Right. So the only things I have left are 2 spare bolts off the original seat, because they come with the 2 shouldered ones, and 4 little hexy plugs which are supposed to go in the top of these nuts under here, which I don't think is a good idea, because the original mushroom shaped thing's much better. Right, so pannier. Put the pannier in and in, push down a bit. Oh, it does go in much better when I give it a good push. I don't think I pushed it down far enough. Much better. So here we are back with the pannier, fellas. So that basically that goes on there. That goes in there. Push him down. Lock him in place. Lovely. The panniers, I'll just move the camera back. panniers come with aluminium trim, which I haven't fitted yet, front and back, and then the box, the top box goes on here. But wow, yeah. And I know they've got a rubber washer, so there will be a little bit of movement on them, so I guess they can expand and move about. I'm just running my hand along where the tape is. Get the tape in contact with the box. So I'll just move the camera around, lads, and show you from this side. Okay, so that's it. All fitted. The only thing I haven't done, and I'm going to do, is insert the 2 barrels on the panniers, having pinned them. But there was plenty of videos on YouTube showing how to pin those up. So I won't put you through that. Okay. So let's reset the camera a bit. A bit more, maybe. Right. So that's Newbury Biker fitted his luggage, ready for 2023 tours. So thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed already to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you did, because the numbers make all the difference. The more I get, the more I seem to build, and it just raises the profile of the channel. So please like and subscribe. Any comments about the fitting of these units, and that, you know, I've had to work them out, but the whole benefit of YouTube is if you've got something you wish to ask and someone's already done it, why learn the hard way when you can learn from someone else's experience. Okay, thanks, and ride safe. Catch you on the next one. Little Billy bonus, guys. I just thought I'd give you a shot of Newbury Biker sitting where he don't normally sit, and that's on the pillion passenger seat. So here we go. I know it's going to rock. It's on the centre. Here we go. So we're on. Gently back way. And up we go. And would I want to sit up here on a trip? I think I would, actually. It's comfy, loads of grip. You sit here, put your hands on the boxes, put your hands on the grips, back on the top box. It's not a bad place to be. Not that I've experienced being on the back of a bike much. Not really, not a lot. But yeah, it's pretty comfy in the pillion seat, actually. You know, pretty comfy. Even